Hello StarCraft fans, this is falconpaladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of MidRank Madness. This is a game between Siwy and ggByron on Prion Terraces. So this was submitted to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of MidRank Madness. I sent a whole bunch of these to my screener Spencer. He got back to me with the very best ones, and this is the one that I selected. In the top side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Siwy, I'm going to assume. And in the bottom side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is ggByron, representing Nowensville. So I think this might have been played in Russia, because the replay details are all in like Cyrillic characters. And I didn't know what this was at first. It's just the races were like Cyrillic and Cyrillic, red versus blue. And I said, I don't know what this is. So I loaded it up, and it is a PvZ. So I said, oh, what the heck? Let's go PvZ for our MidRank Madness this week. And I'm excited for it. So here we are with Byron versus Siwy. APM, it's always fun to check that one. 83 for Byron, and I want to say like 30 for Siwy, but that's okay. Low APM is not necessarily an indicator of a bad, super bad Zerg player here. And here come the drones. They're saturating the base and going for that hatch here. All right, so actually extractor into hatchery. I mean, okay. That's weird, I guess, but no spawning pool. I don't know if he's trying to fake out Byron or what, but it might work out for him. Who knows? Gateway's up for Byron, going into a cybernetics core. Has a single gas here. Nope, 2 gas with 2 workers on that one and 2 workers on this one. Yes, 2 workers on that one. Okay, so Byron has a general idea of what he's doing. It has to be an adept opening. Going for a second extractor before pool. I don't think I've ever seen this build before. I believe that was extractor, hatchery, extractor, pool from Siwy. Can he make it work is the question. It is MidRank Madness. Crazy things can happen. It shouldn't be as quite low grade as my Into the Void. Not as much hilarious stuff should be happening here, but man, Siwy's giving us a run for his money. So we'll see if it actually turns into something awesome or not. So double gateway here, actually throwing out a zealot, a double zealot, perhaps worried about some Ling aggression, although he has scouted. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but either way, now moving into the adept production as is necessary. Here in Legacy of the Void, as Protoss always get adepts against Zerg, you should be able to kill a couple of workers. Adepts do 2-shot drones. So that's what you want to worry about, is making sure you can 2-shot them, and then you'll be a happy Protoss. Throwing up another pylon. Adept count will be 2 here. Chrono boosting one of the gateways. Excellent choice indeed. Using the gas well, using the minerals well. Siwy not necessarily using his resources that well, but he does have lings. He is getting a bunch of drones. He's making a queen there too. This probe running around, actually getting pinned into a corner here. The lings might be able to catch it. Oh, the lings. There we go. Now they're going to catch it. Chase it down. I don't think that probe is making it home at all and going for a third hatch. Okay, for Siwy is going for a macro style opener. Again, weird timings with some of this stuff, but we'll see how it works out. Here come the 2 adepts and the 2 zealots. I'm not sure that Siwy is ready for this, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't, as that probe finally gets taken down. But here they come. Here comes the Protoss forces. There's a queen on the way. There are drones on the way. There's a lair. A 3-minute lair from Siwy. And here comes everything from Protoss. Not ready for this at all. All these drones are going to die. This hatchery is going to die too. I cannot see a way that it lives unless ggByron decides to spare it somehow. Another drone dies, another drone dies. Another pro tip, if you have a base that's under attack like this, and you have drones popping out, cancel them. And also maybe queens too, because that queen did absolutely nothing before she died. In production for Siwy are a bunch of lings. Speed's on the way, not quite anywhere near done yet. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if Siwy can hold on here, as another Nexus is coming up for Byron. Really playing this well, expanding while attacking. Getting a forge and another gateway, not necessarily producing things right now, but spending those minerals well. The hatchery's gone. The extractor might die too here. Is Byron going to move on up and try to kill this one basing Zerg player? The answer is he's going to go for it. Or perhaps he may have felt like he's crippled the Zerg enough to where he doesn't need to worry about it. Oh, proxy hatch. Proxy second base for Siwy. All right. So the question is, if Byron is fooled into thinking that Siwy is stuck on one base and just sits down here instead of going up for the kill. I don't know, that's a lot of lings. They don't have speed, but that number of lings on a surround, pretty darn efficient. Mothership core going to try to kill some workers. The queen can actually kill this mothership core if she tries, and here come the lings. They are able to get the surround. The block off does not happen from Byron. Recall them home. Recall them home. You have a recall available. Mass recall everybody home. Don't let them die. Let them die. So Lings are taking shots here. Mothership Core still killing stuff, though. Is up to 6 total kills. It is a Mentor. The Queen not coming over to try to kill that Mothership Core at all. But the Lings have speed now, and look at this. 1 base Spire. 1 base Spire from Siwy, ladies and gentlemen. 1 base Spire. Nexus is not really making any workers here. Siwy is only down about 3 Harvesters compared to his Protoss opponent. Byron not been doing much of anything. Getting Warp Gate Research, getting more workers now. Getting +1 attack for his ground units, but has a bunch of supply. Use these gateways, man. There we go. All right, so morphing, no, not morphing them into Warp Gate because Warp Gate's not done yet. Never mind. This base up and running for Siwy, not doing much of anything here. A drone or 2 in production that should eventually turn into a fully mining base here. So going Mutaling. Here is Siwy. Spore Crawlers being popped up. I don't know. I guess he's worried about the Mothership Core coming back. Seems entirely possible. Mothership Core, did she just walk all the way home or did she recall? I think she recalled. Would make more sense. Alright, so here come the gateways. Here comes the production for Byron. Is he going to make this work? He is getting a Stargate. Can he get up a lot of Adepts? A lot of Stalkers would be good here too. Although against this number of Lings, maybe not. Drone coming on down. Going to try to retake this gold base, I think, is what the intent is. But again, round number 2 of this Adept Terrace is coming. Oh, drone. Oh, no, actually sneaking out to take another sneaky base. All right, so Byron shows up at the Zerg base, says, hasn't retaken the gold, hasn't taken the natural, sitting here on 1 base. What a doof. And to some extent, I would agree a little bit with Byron. Siwy is a bit of a doof. But taking these proxy hatches, it just might pay off. It really might. He's actually getting income from this one, which is helping him immensely. He really needs gas if he's going Muta, but that's okay. 7 Mutas in production, +1 flyer attack too. And here come the Adepts. And right into this mineral line they go and start killing more and more workers. The Mutas need to kill them. Mutas, response time, go. There it is. Ling's going to respond fairly quickly. That's nice of them, but the Mutas could help. There we go. Mutas can attack ground units, and Adepts cannot attack up. So actually a bunch of these Adepts fall. 3 of them do manage to get the heck on out of there. They say, alert, alert, there are Mutas in the Zerg base. How is he doing this? And the Oracle says, oh shoot. If there are Mutas, I don't know if I want to come in here because I can't attack air units. Well, going to sit here next to the Overlord anyway and maybe hope the Mutas will come and kill me because I'm too paralyzed to make a decision. So sitting here at the ramp are a bunch of Mutas and a bunch of Lings. It is 65 to 62 total supply. Siwy not doing too poorly. Oh, harvesting gas from both the extractors at this base. Look at him go. Mutas flying over, say, what's up, Oracle? How you doing? Oracle says, no, bad. Exploding in a green fireball. Such a pretty green fireball, though. And a real Phoenix heading on out. 2 bases here for Byron. Income tab, 36 to 35. Protoss income looking good, but extra gas income for Siwy, which is what he really needs. No workers at all on these assimilators. Okay, 2 now, 3 now. There we go. More Phoenix on the way. Going Phoenix against these Muta. Byron recognizes what he needs to do to deal with the Mutalisks. The question is his control good enough to make it work? That nobody can tell you. Harvesting from this space now is Siwy. Look at you go, man. Look at you go. Muta, Mutaflock getting pretty big. 11 Mutalisks in the air, 8 Lings on the ground versus 7 Stalkers, 2 Phoenix, a Sentry, 4 Zealots, and 3 Adepts. I still think in a straight up fight, Byron just wins this thing, but Siwy is an expanding fool. Look at him go. Expanding here, finally to his natural base, 9 minutes into the game. But these bases, these proxy bases, are they proxies? Like satellite bases over here that our Protoss player has no idea exist whatsoever. And here he comes again. The Protoss player ggByron does not know what's going on. He doesn't know how there are so many Mutas, but he's going to attack the front door anyway. And thank goodness there's actually a base for him to kill this time, because he was so confused on that last push as to what happened. He thought he had the Zerg player contained on 1 base. Suddenly a whole bunch of Mutas showed up, killed everything. There's static defense being tossed down here. Extra Spore Crawlers. Worried about those Phoenix, I suppose. Maybe not too bad of a precaution here at this level of the game. And here comes Byron. Gold base not retaken. Phew. Big sigh of relief there. How about this gold base? Doesn't worry about it. Goes right up into the natural. There are mutas here. One muta dies immediately. Yikes. And the Phoenix are the answer here, man. Phoenix can kill the mutas. Mutas rolling right on in. Corruptors as well. One corruptor, rather, trying to kill this stuff. All of the lings are gone. The mutas are trying to hold their own. But again, this is a lot of Phoenix. More corruptors pop out, though, at the last second. Defender's advantage helping here immensely. All the mutas are dead. The corruptors trying to kill everything they can, but the stalkers on the ground wailing on them. Mothership Core Zealots going to town on this potential base. And another adept warp in back here. The queens trying to stab them to death. Corruptors backing on out. 18 lings in production. I think they can be able to handle this with 18 lings. The adepts are finally going to die. They don't manage to psionic transfer their way on out of there. All that's left are these stalkers, and the lings want blood. The lings come right on in. The zealots, though, going to be super useful. Instead, they're distracted by the larva. All right, that zealot's still alive. Wow, did a great job against those zealots, holding the attention, allowing the stalkers to kill them. Not looking good for our Zerg player, though. What is left up here? There are some morlings. There are some queens. There are some corruptors. APM 79-107 at this point. So, yeah, I'd place this probably about a gold level replay today for our mid-rank madness. Another zealot attack around at this pace. Byron has discovered it entirely. Queen running for its life. Lings trying to stab away at the zealots. Are there lings in production? There are. The drones keeping the queen alive. Oh, look at this move. Circle of life. Zealots comes. Zealots still trying to hack away, finding an angle, and does manage to get the queen, but the lings have popped out. More zealots and more stalkers are here now, though. I think this base is definitely going to fall. There are some mutas coming in and some lings. Not sure if enough DPS to actually save the hatch. All these drones getting absolutely massacred. Lings come rolling in again, but the hatchery taking too much damage from the zealots, and it does end up falling. +1/+1 on these zealots. Looking great. Is that another spire? Second spire being built. There it is. Second spire for Siwy. Mutas trying to kill these stalkers. And these numbers, not so easy, but 4-1. They can make it work, and the zealot is killed eventually here. 3 more zealots looking for more stuff to kill here. Byron is aware that there are sneaky bases around the map. And what the? Oh, he flew past this creep with the oracle, so he knows that one's there. Go get it. You can do it. There's literally nothing defending this but a queen, which doesn't even count. Mutas find the zealots that were up to no good in his neighborhood, and the zealots are going to die. More mutas on the way for Siwy. Going for this heavy muta combo. A lot of stalkers, though. The +1/+1, very, very useful. The mutas do have that +1 flyer, though, which helps them too. And a third base coming up. Byron playing this well, I'd have to say. He's playing very standard as a Protoss, reacting well to what the Zerg player is doing, keeping the pressure on the Zerg. Siwy is out of control nuts, though. I'm not sure what he's trying to pull at all, but it is kind of insane. So double spire with no upgrades whatsoever. I'm not sure if he forgot that he had this one. He might just be drunk playing, which would explain a lot of things that is happening here. A lot of things that are happening here. The Phoenix count is 3. The Stalker count is 2, 4, 6, 8. Zealot count looking good too. The Zealots for the Lings, the Stalkers for the Mutas, the Phoenix for the Mutas. Corruptors again, really good against Phoenix though. If they can take those out quickly, that'll make a big difference. But being aggressive, is Siwy being aggressive? Yeah, as the Protoss army shows up to his front door, he pulls out with his entire army. Which is a little sad as that drone gets shot in the face. Probe making sure the space is not replanted. And here comes Siwy. Are we going to base race this? We might base race this. Alright, so the Mutas go after a cannon immediately. No? Wait, getting the pylon. Okay, so depowering the Stargate. Nicely done. And going to depower... Oh, canceling the warping of some of these stalkers. Another pylon getting focused down. Byron says, I can't get home to save my base. It's time for a base race. Running in with the Zealot, killing the Queen immediately. Stalker is going to absolutely burn this to the ground. Siwy just killing as many pylons as he can. Depowering gateways, depowering cybernetics cores. I kind of like this. I kind of like this move, but meanwhile, the Zealots are killing every single drone in his main. Some of these stalkers aren't attacking, but that's a-okay. I'm not sure that's actually required. And here come the Phoenix, but they're not being microed very well, and 1 falls immediately. 2 and 3, all the Phoenix are gone. Cybernetics core getting focused here, but there's a base. You could kill this base. Maybe kill some of the workers would be a good idea too, but all these gateways are underpowered, that are unpowered entirely. Stalker is going to kill a bunch of these overlords as revenge for the dead pylons on the other side of the map. Here come more mutas, though. This mutaflock looking actually fairly substantial. 19 mutalisks for Siwy. And what is being for defense here? There are some cannons. This is entirely mined out. There are some cannons back here, but not so much up on this area. So Siwy's just killing buildings now instead of going after workers. I'm not sure that his priorities are straight, but that's okay. It's giving Byron enough time to get up some cannons, which is exactly what he wants to do. Another gateway falling, another cannon gonna fall. Stargate getting focused down here. And now going after the cannons. The cannons are alive. That one, not alive. Trying to kill this pylon to depower cannons, and powers it for about half a second before this pylon powers on. And there we go. The cannons go to sleep. But then again, they would be sleepy. And then changes tactics, going after cannons instead of pylons. Losing a couple mutas there. Has lost a total of 25. 25 mutas have died. When did that happen? I don't know. But this base completely under siege. Byron is not pulling his workers at all. He's instead running around trying to find where that other base is. Dude, you know where this is. You've seen it. It's on your minimap. Anyway, let's see what else Siwy's going to go for here with his mutas. They're not the greatest with DPS against buildings, but when nothing is attacking them, it's super useful. And more mutas in production. 19, 20, 22 mutas, 2 corruptors on the field. A ton of static defense. You know what? I think Siwy might have this. Gonna say, if he can get in here to this probe line and kill these probes without really dealing with all these cannons, I really like his chances. Don't fly over the cannons. Don't fly over the cannons. Don't fly over the cannons. Okay, didn't fly over the cannons. Smart move. Smart move. Here comes Stalker's Zealot, but there are so many spines here. One Zealot dies immediately. The mutas come flying in to assist their spine crawler brethren. Don't overextend, mutas. Back up. Back up to the safety of your spines. Okay, they're gonna fight one-on-one here. Muta's still alive after dealing with all the cannons. That's a gateway being built. Alrighty then. I'm not sure. I guess for more unit production, the mutas are going to lose this fight. I think. Are they? No, the mutas win. What? 2 mutas win that fight. The Zealots are in a lot of trouble now. It's 51 to 26 total supply production. Pretty much dead. Units tab tells the tale. ggByron has 18 probes and 3 zealots. 2 is name versus 14 mutas, 2 corruptors, and a butt ton of cannons. Look at all those cannons. Yikes. Alright, so does Siwy want to go for the win here? Or perhaps does he want to maybe expand again? Yep, okay. Expanding again, that's the answer. Expanding again to try to kill this gold basing Protoss, who has no production facilities whatsoever. Everything that he has is depowered. I don't think he has any gateways left at all. Here we go. Now making some gateways. Here, all nestled in tight here with the cannons. Ling's running around trying to find hidden bases. These overlords are darn near still alive, if I do say so myself. Worker count is 17 to 19, so Byron's income is actually pretty darn healthy, about double that of the Zerg player. So if he's got that going for him, he has a huge bank. You know what? He might be able to come back if he can get some production up here. Although, Siwy taking a gold base here. 3 base Zerg versus 1 base Golding Protoss. I don't necessarily like Byron's chances. Unless he just goes huge Phoenix Cloud or Archons maybe. Or DTs. Wait, are there spores over here? No, there are no spores here. I don't see any Overseers on the map either. It's all Overlords. Oh man, could DTs win this game for Byron? He's down big, 67 to 18. Total supply, but here it is. Here is the Protoss hope. The Protoss hope of all time. The Dark Shrine getting warped in. Cybernetics Core 2. Does he need another one? Or did he... How do you build a Dark Shrine without a Cyber Core? Can you just do that? Now I'm embarrassed. I thought you needed a Cyber Core to kill a Dark... or to build a Dark Shrine. Is that not true? Protoss players, embarrass me in the comments. Go ahead, do it. Yeah, there's a Twilight Council. Cybercore was up here, but it got killed a long time ago. But here's a Dark Shrine on the way, and a Cybernetics Core is not complete yet. Where is this guy? Build, Warp and Structure, Advanced Structure, Dark Shrine. You know what? I don't think it requires a Cybernetics Core. I am a huge moron. Learn something new every day. Another base, though, for Byron. These buildings are getting destroyed. Chrono Boost on the Stargate for reasons unknown, and we've kind of just reset here. I mean, yes, Siwy has a huge Muta army, but there are a lot of cannons here. Is he going to make DTs? Can he make DTs? He has supply. He has gas. He has minerals. Are you going to make those Dark Templar? Byron. No, not yet. Going for a Stargate. That's okay. That's all right. Getting gas here too. Sneaking what he can in this base. Being very sneaky too. Byron not really scouting as well as he could. Meanwhile, or rather, Siwy not scouting as well as he could. Byron's doing a very good job of it. Seeing exactly what's going on. This probe is going to die because those Lings will notice it. Or just the queen, maybe. Actually, oh, getting stabbed from way over there. Sad news. The range on these spine crawlers is sometimes longer than I think it is. Is that 7 range? It's pretty big. I suppose it is. So the Muta's killing this Nexus. No more Chrono Boost for you. No more harvesting from this assimilator with 300 gas for you. Muta count is at 19. Still at 19. What is Siwy doing with his time? Here come the DTs. Oh my gosh, here are the DTs. And going to work on the drones immediately. Will Siwy recognize what is happening in time and pull his workers? No! No, he will not! Is that centrifugal hooks? He's getting centrifugal hooks right now. I don't know why. DT hacking away at this base. DT hacking away at this base. Does he not know what DTs are? Siwy, come on. Make an overseer. You have overlords. You have a lair. Okay, not for long. You don't. Okay, overseers are morphing in just before the lair falls, and that's it. Losing a ton of stuff. So many workers dying. Only 9 probes left for Siwy. This base falling too. This base gonna fall very soon as well. But finally, DTs do get cleaned up. The overseers are here. The mutas are here too, and Byron just got himself back into this game. Can he save this hatchery? No! Not even a little bit. Running the Dark Templar away like a pro. Byron. Byron, when behind Dark Shrine, man. When behind a Dark Shrine. What's he been doing in the meantime? Getting more Stalkers, getting Phoenix. Again, your Phoenix control, maybe not good enough to go with Phoenix here. Archons might be a better answer at this level of game. Cannon, 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 forge. All right, 22 minutes into the game here. Let's see how Siwy can do. Let's see how Byron can do. If you're rooting for the Zerg, let me know. Let's hear it for Siwy. I guess you'll just have to type a comment below. And if you're rooting for Byron, let's hear it for the Protoss player down below again, I suppose. So Dark Shrine has done its job. Where are the Dark Templar? There are 2. Ah, there are now Archons. Excellent, excellent, excellent choice. +2 attack on those Archons. 43 damage, splash damage. Versus biological, that will take down a Muta pretty darn quickly, but Banelings with speed. Banelings with speed against a Protoss opponent. I'm going to be honest, I don't see that very often. I don't know how effective it can necessarily be, but if Siwy wants to make it happen, I cannot tell him no. I cannot shut down his dreams. So here come the Archons, Stalkers, and Phoenix. Essentially the perfect complement if you're trying to get rid of Mutas, but these Banelings, I think, are just going to crush. Here it is. Banelings rolling in. Stalkers in trouble. Run, Stalkers, run. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, bunch of Stalkers die. Not as many as I thought. The Archons taking damage too, doing a huge amount as well. Still alive. 10 kills. And that's it. Siwy's defeated. Byron's victorious. And Siwy has left the game. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. In a straight up fight, Archons tear apart Mutas. Usually a really good Zerg player, like a pro-level Zerg player, won't stick around long enough to fight Archons like that, but Siwy trusted in his Mutas a little bit too strongly. His Banelings didn't do enough damage to make it worth it and give him the advantage that he needed, and Siwy taps out. What a comeback by Byron. Byron. Have I been saying Brian? No, I think I've been saying Byron. Again, what a comeback. All he's left with is this 1 gold base. He builds a ton of cannons, gets his gateways back, gets a Dark Templar, or Dark Shrine rather, kills this base, kills this base, kills this base. Gets a second base of his own that I'm not sure Siwy ever scouted. No, Siwy didn't know it was there. And comes back and wins it by making the exact perfect counter to what his opponent was doing with those mass Mutas. What a play by Byron. My hat's off to him for sure if I was wearing a hat. APM 109 exactly for both these players. I'm going to put them solidly in gold. Again, the ideas were good. I honestly think that Siwy might have been drunk during that whole game. It would not have surprised me in the least. Just some weird decisions, weird openings, but he almost made it work with those mutas. It's just Byron knew what to do. So congratulations to him, and thanks to everybody for watching this weekly edition of MidRank Madness. Again, if you have a replay you'd like to submit, gold, platinum, or diamond, send it to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of MidRank Madness. I'll get it checked out, I'll get it screened, and then I might cast it. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. You can find me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /falconpaladin, and you take care of yourself.